What if an artificial intelligence could look at your screen, understand what's on it, and start clicking, typing, scrolling, just like a human? No more rigid scripts, no more robotic bots, just natural interaction. That's exactly what ByteDance has just released with Utars 1.5, and it might be one of the biggest steps forward in AI automation yet. In this video, we're diving into how Utars 1.5 works, why it's different from every AI agent you've seen before, and how it's already beating GPT-4 and Claude in real benchmarks. We'll cover how Utars sees your screen like a real person, the tech behind its vision plus action engine, real performance across desktops, Android apps, games, even Minecraft, and how you can try it for yourself, for free. Let's get into why this might just be the most powerful open-source AI agent of 2025. ByteDance has been making quiet but powerful moves in the AI space, and Utars 1.5 is proof they're not here to play. This isn't just another large language model or a chatbot with some bells and whistles. Utars 1.5 is a full-blown vision language agent, meaning it doesn't just respond to commands, it actually sees your screen like a human does, understands what's there, and interacts with it in real time. Instead of breaking everything down into code or DOM trees like older automation bots, this model treats the entire screen as one big image. It takes a screenshot, analyzes the layout, identifies buttons, icons, text fields, then makes decisions and clicks, types, scrolls, or navigates just like a user sitting at a keyboard. No plugins, no API calls, and no Frankenstein-style prompt engineering. It's native interaction, powered by a single model backbone. What really sets it apart is how perception, planning, and low-level action are all fused into one neural architecture. This is a huge deal, because most AI agents today separate those steps. They might use one model to look at the UI, another to decide what to do, and yet another to execute. That creates delay, inconsistency, and breakdowns when the interface changes. Utars does it all in one pass, which makes it faster, more stable, and more adaptable across any graphical environment: Windows, Android, or even in-browser apps. Version 1.5 is a major upgrade over the original. It comes in 3 versions: a lightweight 2B model, a 7B mid-tier, and a powerful 72B model, all built on top of ByteDance's Qwen 2 VL base. But it's not just about size. The 1.5 release is fine-tuned on a massive, high-quality dataset. 50 billion tokens worth of screenshots, UI element data, GUI tutorials, and millions of task traces. This model doesn't just guess what to do. It's been trained to act like a user who knows what they're doing. That's the game changer. Let's talk about what actually makes Utars 1.5 work and why it's such a massive leap forward in the world of AI agents. At the core of this system is a powerful vision language architecture built on ByteDance's Qwen 2 VL foundation. That alone makes it capable of interpreting what's visually happening on a screen in a way that's closer to how humans understand GUIs, not as code or HTML structure, but as visual, functional layouts. But Utars 1.5 takes it much further with a deeply layered training process and an impressively engineered action system. To teach the model how to see, ByteDance scrapes screenshots from a wide range of environments, everything from Windows software to Android apps, web interfaces, office tools, and even CAD programs. But it wasn't just about collecting screenshots. They extracted bounding boxes, colors, icon metadata, element labels, hover states, transitions, you name it. Then they turned all that into 5 dense layers of perception data, including element descriptions, layout-aware dense captions, state transitions, visual Q&A, and what they call set-of-mark prompting, where elements on the screen are virtually highlighted with color to help ground specific instructions in specific pixels. This is how the model learns to connect what you say in natural language, like click the settings icon, to an actual location on the screen with meaning. Now that we've seen how Utars 1.5 works under the hood, let's talk about what really matters: how it performs in the real world. Because it's one thing to build a model that should work in theory, but it's another to see it go head-to-head against the best AI agents in actual tasks. And win. Let's start with OS World, a desktop sandbox environment designed to simulate complex GUI tasks. Here, Utars 1.5 hit a 42.5% success rate in just 100 steps. For comparison, OpenAI's operator scored 36.4%, and Claude 3.7 fell even lower at 28%. That alone is impressive, but it doesn't stop there. In Windows Agent Arena, which is an even tougher 50-step Windows challenge, Utars still scored 42.1%, smashing past the previous 29.8% baseline. Then there's Android World. Most models trained for desktop or web struggle with mobile UIs, but the 7B version of Utars clocked a 64.2% success rate, outperforming the older best benchmark of 59.5%. This shows the model's flexibility. It's not just good at one platform, it's generalizing across device types. Now let's talk gaming. Yes, gaming. ByteDance tested Utars on 14 minigames like 2048, Snake Solver, Infinity Loop, and more. The result? It cleared every single one. That's a 100% success rate. For comparison, Claude and Operator both failed on about half of them. And then there's Minecraft, one of the most notoriously difficult environments for AI agents due to its open-ended nature. On the mineral benchmark, Utars 1.5 hit 42% on mining tasks and 31% on mob-killing tasks, while legacy agents like Dreamer v3 barely managed to reach 1%. But let's go deeper into interface grounding, where agents need to point to and interact with specific parts of a screen. On the ScreenSpot v2 test, Utars 1.5 reached a 94.2% accuracy rate compared to 87.9% for OpenAI's Operator and 87.6% for Claude. And on the ScreenSpot Pro benchmark, which uses higher resolution, more complex professional interfaces, Utars still dominated, with 61.6% accuracy, while Operator only managed 23.4% and Claude hit 27.7%. Even more impressive is how Utars handles out-of-domain generalization. That means when it encounters a completely new interface or task it wasn't specifically trained on, like a new Android app, it can still figure it out. In one test, the 72B model using thought-enabled reasoning scored 46.6% success, while the reflex-only version dropped to 34.5%. That's the power of having a planning buffer, a kind of built-in instinct to stop, analyze, and decide what to do next, just like a human would when facing something unfamiliar. And here's the cherry on top. ByteDance made it accessible. The 7B model checkpoint is already live on Hugging Face under an Apache 2.0 license, which means you can use it, fine-tune it, and even build commercial tools with it, royalty-free. They've even released the training code, the unified action schema, and screen replay tools on GitHub. There's a downloadable version called Utars Desktop that lets you type natural language prompts and literally watch the AI drive your PC. No API keys, no paid tokens, no OpenAI lock-in. So, what does all of this mean? Utars 1.5 isn't just another AI model, it's a glimpse into the future of how machines will interact with our digital world. It doesn't just answer your questions or spit out text. It perceives, plans, and acts with a level of control that feels almost human. Whether it's clicking through Windows apps, navigating mobile screens, solving puzzles, or even playing full games, this AI agent is doing something most models can't. It's actually using your device like you would. Thanks for watching, and remember, the future isn't waiting. It's already learning to move your mouse. See you in the next one.